All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praises and glory and honor to Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Wakar Kadash, and the Heavenly Father. True name is Yahweh, and His unbegotten Son, Ba'ashem, in the name of Hamashiach, Yahweh Shai. Those are the true names in the ancient Paleo Hebrew, the Lost Kadash Holy Tongue. And I say Barak Thumb to the elders and apostles, Ma'ak and Ma'akwaf, and I say Shalom. And this is a sit-down lesson that I want to bring out of the earthquakes in diverse places as of January the 20th, 2026 on this Tuesday morning. This is kind of tripped out in the wintertime, because it's like, over here in, over here in Illinois, especially like downstate Illinois, we dealing with the vortex weather and all that. And then with the snow and stuff like that, I was surprised. I'm like, a 3.8 earthquake in the wintertime, and it's snowing at the well too. That lets you know that we're living in the signs of the times. It's crazy because you expect to like areas that's like a warm climate area, like California, something like that, places like Indonesia or places like that around the world that's got like a warm climate, we're dealing with volcano eruptions, earthquakes and stuff like that.
Hello, Moto.
Yeah, back to what I was saying, Salaki, it was a phone call. Yeah, so back I was saying, it's kind of unheard of that you have earthquakes in like colder climate areas.
Hello, Moto.
Yeah, back when I was saying, I was like, you're so used to seeing like you have like like earthquakes in warm climate areas, but like in a cold climate area over here in the Midwest, especially southern Illinois, I was surprised it was a 3.8 earthquake because we was dealing with snow, this vortex weather, temperatures was like, I would say like it was like -5, -10 degrees, or like 1 degrees. It feel like, it's or let's say like for an example, like 2 degrees, and then it feels like -7 or 8 degrees. And you wouldn't expect to like, since we're in that current condition right now, you wouldn't expect to have like no earthquakes in the cold climate area. You would think it like being like a warm climate area, around this time. So that shows that we're living in the signs of the times, because the Heavenly Father spoke about these very important signs that was going to occur, especially, like it says in Second Ezra, the 9th chapter, from the apocryphal books, that we're going to be seeing earthquakes in diverse places. So even if it is a warm climate area, a colder climate area, you're going to be seeing earthquakes in the various places, in diverse places. And that kind of surprised me. I was like, wow, you had a earthquake in downstate Illinois, and we're dealing with vortex weather right now currently. And then we've been dealing with snow as well too, especially with this increase in vortex weather. And I believe it's going to go all the way until like next week or something like that, if I'm not mistaken, especially like in the Midwest region where I'm at, in the Midwest region. And I'm surprised. I'm like, man, you had like an earthquake down there in down south. Southern Illinois. It was a 3.8. And it says a 3.8 magnitude earthquake rattled central Illinois overnight. It says from ABC7 Chicago. It says Illinois earthquake today, magnitude of a 3.8, shakes near the Olhaman, if I pronounce that word, near south of Springfield. Yeah, that was a 3.8 over in that region. And then you had a 4.9 earthquake over there in California, like outside of the San Diego County area. That was a 4.9 earthquake. And then as of yesterday, you had a 6.0 earthquake in New Carleon in that region. And then as of today, they had another 5.9 earthquake in that region, in that area. No, that's in Papua New Guinea. Yeah, 5.9. So these are signs that we're going to be seeing, increasing uptick of earthquakes in various places and earthquakes in diverse places. I just want to add a side note to that because, it was kind of surprising that you had that earthquake down there in downstate Illinois because we dealing with this vortex weather in this modern day recent vortex weather pattern. We're dealing with the snow, and then you had an earthquake down there as well too in a colder climate area, which is kind of unheard of. I mean, but then again, I just thought about it as well too, because you got Alaska, they did with earthquakes as well too. But you wouldn't expect to have like especially like in Illinois, because Illinois is not known to have, especially like downstate Illinois, in the upper state of Illinois, in the city region or downstate Illinois, it's not normal to have like earthquakes in like in a cold climate area. I would say it might happen like in the fall time or like in the summertime. You would think it might have happened like, especially like a little small earthquake magnitude, but you wouldn't expect to have like in this area, in this Midwest region, especially like dealing with the vortex weather and then with this snow pattern that's going on in the wintertime over here in the Midwest region. You wouldn't expect to have like an earthquake, downstate Illinois, because that's the first, It says, this is from the latest earthquake from earthquake.usgs.gov. You had a 3.8 earthquake recorded 14 kilometers southeast of Palahula, Hawaii. 2.9 earthquake recorded 13 kilometers southwest of Fern Forest, Hawaii. Then you had a 4.8 earthquake recorded 252 kilometers east of southeast of Tandien, New Caledonia. 2.8 earthquake recorded 30 kilometers west of northwest of Gurlich of Nevada. You had a 2.7 earthquake recorded 5 kilometers east of Elgin, South Carolina. 5.0 earthquake recorded 17 kilometers southwest of Santa Gertrudis of Malibu.
Hello, Moto.
Then you had a 5.0 earthquake in Carlsberg Ridge, 3.3 earthquake in Gurlich, Nevada, 2.8 earthquake in Fishhook, Alaska, 2.5 earthquake in Empire, Nevada. Empire, Nevada. The first time hitting an area like that over there in Nevada. 4.4 earthquake in Santa Rosa, Guadalupe. 4.7 earthquake recorded south of the Fuji Islands. 3.7 earthquake recorded north of Indio, California. 4.6 earthquake recorded in Halfiola, Tonga. 4.9 earthquake in Sulia, Bantu. 3.8 earthquake recorded 4 kilometers northwest of Alpama, Illinois. 5.9 earthquake recorded 23 kilometers east to southeast of Mandel of Papua New Guinea. 2.7 earthquake in Indio, California, and another 2.7 in that same region. 4.4 earthquake in Greece. 3.4 earthquake in Banning, California, and that's that same area. I would say like a couple of days ago or last week, got hit with a 6.0 earthquake in that region. 2.7 earthquake recorded west of Ferndale, California. 5.2 earthquake in Georgetown, St. Helena, another 5.2 in the same region. 3.9 earthquake in Gurlich, Nevada. 3.3 earthquake in Empire, Nevada. Nowlurk, Alaska. 5.1 earthquake in Halford, Tonga. 4.4 earthquake in Ashland, Bantu. 3.1 earthquake in Chile, Alaska.
That's real. I see what Amika going through with. That's why she's sung to us. Really? Talk about this. Let me tell you, put some clothes on. This rain take it in, go. Anybody do that? I tell them to put on some clothes. Shit, I put on clothes when I go out there. You'll be sick if you had your ass in the hospital sticking needles in your ass. And the flu going around too. That's all I'm telling. You don't want to put them on, you'll find out. He go out there with nothing on his head. You can't go out there like that. That cold he's getting in your body. He say he ain't getting nothing. That's what Maine said. Your man had an order for 2 hands of check at that time. He had 5 break. What are you saying on that? Nothing?
No, it was just showing his earnings and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I even when you get some tax, man, so he ain't getting shit. That's what he said he
Hello, Moto.
They got all that year you work.
Yep.
They send it. That's what mine used to be. He used to tell you how much you get.
Yeah.
They got all the years on here. 2005.
Yep. Yeah, 25.
He got 3 years. He where he worked. The man get one okay though.
I think your phone rang them up.
Call it.
And this is the book of Salaki. This is the book of Matthew 24, verse 7. For nation shall rise against nation and kingdom against kingdom. There should be famines and pestilence and earthquakes in diverse places. Right, so we're going to be seeing earthquakes in diverse places. So with that, hopefully this was edifying through the spirit, progress, and person.
Hello, who
Yes,
called?
good morning.
Yes, good morning. You know what, I was trying to reach out to Miss Workup.